Describe Montessori's observation of children with mental and emotional problems. Montessori started with her work at a housing project in Rome. The children barely could speak, but after working with them by age 4 or 5, they were reading and writing, washing and dressing themselves, among other things. Everyone was so impressed with her that she refined her approach and trained teachers of her educational method. How did her observation change her ideas about education of young children? Montessori observed children for 2 years. Her work with mentally challenged children was so successful that these children eventually passed a public examination given to normal children. Montessori believed in the secret of childhood, that all children are born with potentials and that the adult should help that potential. What are the benefits and limitations of her methodology? Some of the greatest benefits are seen in social skills and behavior. Montessori children display a great sense of justice and fairness. They interact in an emotional, positive way, and they're less likely to engage in rough play. Some of the biggest limitations are that the classroom environment is too free. And another one is the fact that children are not normally assigned homework. Describe what Montessori learned while observing children using the sensory materials she designed. Maria Montessori called sensory materials the key to the universe. She noticed that much of what a child learns comes to him through his hands as he investigates everything in the environment. She observed that children need to be interested in the materials that they are working with. And in order to achieve or master a level, the materials need to be repeated over and over again. This also develops concentration when working for long periods of time. How did this observation change the way Montessori teachers taught reading? Montessori recognized that children as young as 2 had an interest in writing letters. Montessori teachers are using sandpaper letters to encourage reading. This is done by tracing the letters on the sandpaper. Montessori observed that writing usually precedes reading. When a child writes, all they need to do is turn sounds into letters. When a child reads, they need to pull apart the letters, turn them into phonic sounds, and then put them back together to make a word. For example, cat. Pull apart the letter k, at, into phonic sounds, and then pull it back together. Cat. Pull apart the letters d, og, then pull them back together to make a word. Dog. Lastly, I have seen examples of sensory learning. I did my observation hours in a kindergarten Montessori classroom. This was one of the activities the children were working on. This activity allows the child to practice their numbers by tracing. They use 3 different colors to trace the numbers. This enhances focus, attention, and concentration. Using 3 different colors means they have to trace it 3 different times, and this reinforces knowledge.